Okay guys, in this tutorial we're gonna learn how to handle possible errors, and we're gonna run into those things all the time in programming, in Java and many other programming languages. So the block of code we are learning in this tutorial goes something like this. First we are going to try to do something, okay? And then if that fails, we are going to see what exception is. So continuation will be something like this. So we will try to catch that error, that exception, and we're gonna do something, okay, if we run into that problem. But also we will have piece of code, finally piece of code, and that thing will run no matter what. Okay, so this is like a structure what we are going to do. We can also write it like this. So that's like a meta structure. So let's do this stuff practically. Okay, for simplicity reasons, we're gonna have like a one array of monitors. So string will be data type, monitors will be name, and values on the right side will be just like from last tutorial, Dell and IBM and bank. Okay, so let's try to grab some of these based on index, and if we fail, if we use any index that doesn't exist, of course we're gonna run into problems. So we are going to try this: print system.out.println monitors, but specifically we are searching for index 0, let's say, to confirm do we have anything here at 0 index. So that will be the case if everything is fine. But if there is no 0 here, or for example 20, then we will search for specific error. How? With a catch piece of code. So catch exception, but that thing must be in a bracket, exception, and now we are going to have handle for that thing like E. Okay, and if in that case that we do have a problem, we are going to print something. So system.out.println, well, let's just print that E, whatever that is in a moment of time if we do have a problem. So yeah, what about that backup, that alternative that will always work, like an operation that always must be executed? Well, we're gonna put that into finally sub block, let's say finally, and we're gonna say something like system out println, like I will run no matter what. Okay, and also we're gonna have a little bit of header because it's kinda important to distinguish between things. Okay, so length of this kind of line will be same as the length of string that always must be executed. So let's put it down there, and finally, yeah, let's run this little script. So run, and there you go. So why this thing happens, this line? Because it is automatic, because we don't have something at position 20. So this catch will be like we're gonna run into it. So this E is basically this line, because we do know that something exists, and Java is telling us that okay, this is a generic problem that we do have here, like index 20 out of bounds for length 3, because here we do have just 3 elements, and this is like generic report. So because of this line, now can you concatenate that E with something on your own, like custom value or custom explanation, custom explanation? Yes, you can do that, but it will be kind of ugly. So this will work, but it is on one line. And of course the better option will be maybe to, you know, separate stuff, well, at least vertically. So we can say something like internal documentation is telling us that this is error like 4731, like error 4731 or something for that specific project. can't find specific index, like can't find specific index or element at specific index. And now we're gonna have it one after another, a little bit of custom report, our own stuff, and then generic Java stuff. So yeah, I do have just one line here, but you can have like a bunch of stuff that will explain to another programmers or end users what is happening. But that's a case when we have a problem. But what if we don't have a problem? Well, let's say that we are just searching what is at position 0. So run, and now everything is fine because we have Dell, and everything is fine because we have IBM at position 1, and everything is fine because we have bank. So yeah, that's pretty much straightforward and a simple example. And if this is a kind of confusing, just remember that you're gonna have this in also all other programming languages, well, in modern one, if I may use that term. So if this is confusing, then try to separate it like this, okay, if you're gonna understand it better. So we are going to try to do this, and if that fails, something is happening, and that something is described here. So in that case, we are printing something custom and then generic Java stuff. Now, whatever happens with these two guys, this last one will always do something. And in this case, for simplicity reasons, we are just putting stuff in a console, on a screen. So yeah, let me test, will this work? Because indentation, not indentation, but alignment is a little bit weird. Yeah, it will work because it's Java, but in Python you cannot do something like this. You must respect indentation. So what's gonna happen if here you use something long that like this, like whatever? Well, in that case there will be problem, because you are stating that this exception, that handle for it will be DDD, whatever that thing is, but down there you are using non-existent, let's say, alias. So you must use whatever is here down there. Okay, so now the thing will completely be fine. See, there you go. But what's gonna happen if you delete this DDD totally? Okay, in that case, well, let me run this. And problem is because syntax error, insert variable declaration ID to complete formal perimeter. So you must have something here like Z or something, I don't know. Whatever is here, it must be down there. Okay, well, that's it. So guys, thank you for watching as always, for support and subscription, and see you next one. Ciao.